Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Omega, in the Kingdom of Italy. So in the last episode we have advanced all the way to the 2nd of November 1946. The Spanish Civil War has kicked in and we have made the strategy for ourselves for the future. So we're currently working on the electric motor hoist. We are going to go with the improved machine tools afterwards, and those are going to be used to get the industrial triangle and then increase arms production, pursue all autarky in the University of Trieste. However, before that we're going to go with Reforma Gentila and learn from the Ethiopian War, which is going to give us an extra research slot as well, and some generals and bonuses to land doctrines and other stuff like army experience and air experience. But before we launch the game and continue in developing our economy, it's doing fairly well. We actually got already 14 factories, we're gonna have 15 soon. I wanted to mention that I've dealt with the navies. It has been a bit of a mess. I don't know much about the naval warfare, quite honestly. That has been always the least favorite part of any Hearts of Iron game for me, because it seems a bit, I don't know, it just didn't, I guess I never had the proper experience with it for it to make me get more into it. So I'm hoping that Darkest Hour, BlackIce will bring up the seaman in me. Anyway, we had a number of fleets. I have reorganized them. The first fleet is the interdiction fleet, where we have one big, battle fleet that's going to be continuously reinforced until I'm happy with it. We are currently reinforcing it by a number of ships, so that is underway. My ideal composition will be something like 4 battleships, 8 heavy cruisers, 16 light cruisers, and about 32 destroyers, but we'll play with it a bit. We'll also have to put some better ships into it, because you can see most of these destroyers are very, very old. Same with the light cruisers. We have a second fleet, that's the mine-laying fleet. Nothing really interesting about this one, it's just the ships that I deemed best to be mine-layers. Then we have a submarine fleet, which is actually kind of big. Most of these subs though are very old. Yeah, they're not bad, but they're very, very old, so I'm not sure how effective they are going to be. Still, we're gonna try to raid the hell out of everywhere. And then we got a small destroyer fleet, which is going to be going for escorts. So that's one thing that I've done. And second thing, as far as production goes, I have redesigned some of the ships. I have redesigned a light cruiser for, it's called Palermo class. It has been equipped with seaplanes, which increase the surface detection and sub detection a bit. Surface detection? Yeah, surface detection and sub detection. So that's that. I also increased the light attack massively, torpedo attack, and armor of the ship. So these are going to be put into the main fleet, and the light cruisers from there are going to be eventually split between the scouts fleet. Now the scouts fleet, I don't know if I'm not making them too little, but my first plan is to get them to 1 light cruiser and 5 destroyers. Later on, 2 light cruisers and 8 destroyers, and they're just going to be scouts, avoiding enemies and trying to, spot everything. So these will get the destroyers that I deem are not worthy of being there, and the older light cruisers from the battle fleet, while we get the newer ones in there. I've also redesigned the heavy ship. I call it the Imperium class. It's pretty much as far as we can get with the current limit. Very heavy attack, improved by about 18 compared to the older battleships that we have. Increased armor to almost double, and increased reliability as well. The ship is not very fast, unfortunately, but it's good. So, that's what we get going here for us. And I also developed. I also designed a Venezia class destroyer, which is mostly used as a surface and a sub detector with massive depth charges. So these will be put into the battlefield as well. And I would like to put them into escorts too, so that they work there well. I also plan to do one that should be a bit different, more of a spotter one, but we ran out of experience. So yeah, that's that. So we can put some of these into the production. I'm gonna put in there 2 of the new battleships. And we're gonna build 4. These are going to be expensive as hell and take forever to build, but you know, we're gonna put them there. Then we're gonna start building the light cruisers. Let's build 2 as well. We're gonna build, let's build 6 of each, and then we're just gonna put the destroyers in there. And the destroyers are going to be just on infinite. Wait, do we have them? Venezia. Oh, I didn't put in the Palermo class light cruiser, did I? Weird. I guess 2 Imperiums, 2 Palermos, 2 Venezias. Okay, these are on infinite. And you will be 6. So what we're missing here is the heavy cruisers for the battle fleet, and we are missing some more variants of the destroyers, and maybe later on some submarines. But right now I'd like to have this covered first, and we're just gonna continue building submarines and, you know, sending them out. But we don't have enough Navy experience. That's what's holding us back right now. We got 1.95, but again, as I said, I already spent like 40 on redesigns, so it's pretty good that we have that going for us. As far as admirals go, the first that's gonna be put into the heavy fleet, I think can get fleet coordination, retreating, convoy rating efficiency, and visibility. Let's go with Lone Wolf here and Smoke Screen. That's going to work best for us. So we get a bonus when intercepting the enemy. They get a penalty, and we can retreat if, you know, it happens. I don't think the minelaying fleet needs anything right now, but still. Yeah, minelayer. Okay, minelayer, and yeah, it's. Oh, okay, we're out of command power. The submarines are again going to get concealment, and I added a Sea Wolf there, which should help. Yeah, which should help the submarines, which is good. And you guys are going to be. I think you got Sea Wolf as well. No, but you got the spotter, so that's gonna be useful for you. Okay, so the navies are dealt with. They will take some time before they reorganize properly. I might have to invest some time into that in the future a bit, but you know, we'll see. So I think for now we have done everything that we can, and it's time to unpause the game and sip on my coffee, because that is the best part of this game. Playing and sipping on coffee. Yeah, look at the ships just rearranging. Okay, and by the way, we have Conte di Cavour is our pride of the fleet. And when you look at the heavy attack and heavy piercing, it is not the pride of the fleet that I would have imagined. Okay, so we finished the Autostrade, which gives us the road network technology and adds infrastructure to most of Italian regions. And now we could go with either more infrastructure, more oil and sand, pursue oil autarky. Civilian factory and steel mills might be good though. 49 days. Okay, but you're faster. Yeah, and this one increases research, so let's go with Reforma Gentile. Wait, we're producing outdated equipment. Is that the ship or something else? Yeah, it's the ship. Wait, is Vittorio Veneto is considered obsolete? Really? Oh, sorry, I'm producing the Imperium class. Okay, gotcha. We'll have to phase out a couple of ships as well later on down the line because, you know, they just keep going around. Okay, let's trade 15 diplomatic power for 100 weapons. There's a decision to cheat on treaties, which would allow us to get a bit more size for light, heavy, and capital ships. But here's sporting. Oh, and here's the electric motor hoist. Awesome. So that one increased production efficiency growth by 20%. We are still not done here. We want to... This would boost the production for everything. It's gonna take 22 more days. So that would pretty much be the improved machine tools. Okay, let's start dealing with the construction here. We might want to get the excavation and start investing into fuel refining and synthetics. But this is gonna give us, you know, construction bonus. So I'm gonna get that. And very wary of the time penalties in this game, or especially in this mod, because they are really horrifying. Okay, and we will soon need to deal with the fuel situation, because this is really bad. Okay, we got one extra factory, and for some reason the game has decided to take 2 away. What the hell are you doing, game? Why? Why? Okay, and we need to start importing fuel. I'm gonna go with it when we are at 5 days. Anti-Comintern Pact. Germany proposes that we sign a pact to address the Comintern's goal of spreading communism worldwide through the use of subversion and violence. By signing this pact, we agree to share intelligence on the communist threat and act in close cooperation against the menace. So we're gonna do this because it's gonna give us an opinion of the Reich. And we are going to be better than for that. 7 days. What are we going to import the stuff from? Oh, we're short on steel by a massive amount. Well, okay. Well, we're importing from the United States, so I think it's only fair if we increase that. Okay. So this ought to fix our situation. Yeah, so now we're actually gaining fuel. We're spending 876 and we're gaining 929. So the current fuel is increasing slightly. Maximum stockpile capacity is 344,700, and we get 1.6k. So we are kind of starved for fuel, I'm not gonna lie. We'll keep an eye on that, but it's getting better every day. So Reforma Gentile. In 1923, the reform by Giovanni Gentile changed the education system in Italy. Now, after 13 years, we can say it was a huge success. So political power increased, and we got research speed plus 2%, and we also got freon refrigeration. So let's go with learner from the Ethiopian War. That's going to give us additional research slot for infantry support and doctrines. Okay. And we get a bonus for air doctrine. Gotcha. And army experience and air experience. And as we finished the freon refrigeration, yeah, okay. So we saved basically 10 days on that, while we already have 20% on construction. So I'm gonna go with improved machine tools, though that we could go with tool maintenance and the dispersed industry as well. But we really need this for the doctrines. Oh wait, our fuel... Oh no, it just recalculated. Okay, we're still making progress. Leadership purges in the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Uncertainty has long reigned in the Union of Soviet Republics. While details are scarce, there has been a series of secret trials on the highest level, and both generals and ministers have disappeared from the public eye. The natural assumption is that there has been some great conspiracy uncovered within the Communist Party, but no official statement has been made. In addition, the diplomatic reports we have access to indicate that the evidence presented at these trials has been far from indisputable. Whatever has been happening, the structure of the Soviet High Command has changed irrevocably. Cool. And our armies are at 81% strength. Isn't that lovely? Nobel prizes. Just checking. Okay, mountain artillery is doing good. Mortars are doing very good. So are machine guns and anti-air. I think it might be a good idea to keep them on though. Just boosting these. Okay, so let's slow it down and check the Nobel prizes. Bombshell Nobel Prize Award ceremony in a decision that overshadowed all other decisions. Oh, okay, there's supposed to be a dot here. In a decision that overshadowed all other decisions. We can... What is that? The Soviet Union has been allowed to trade for too long. We get diplomatic efforts. Sure. In a decision that overshadowed all other decisions, the Nobel Prize Committee decided to retroactively award the Nobel Peace Prize 1945, which was not awarded last year, to Karl von Ossietzky. If ever a man worked, fought, suffered for peace, it was the sickly little German, Karl von Ossietzky. For nearly a year, the Nobel Prize Committee has been swamped with petitions from all shades of socialist, liberal, and literary folk generally, nominating Karl von Ossietzky for the 1945 Peace Prize. Their slogan, modify the government, and we don't know which one we want to do. What was this one? Base stability, experience, political power gain is lowered. That's not great. Political power, authoritarian support, war. You lower stability, I don't like that. Or daily fashion support. I don't think this is... Let's go with this one. That gives us base stability, lowers slightly the war support, but I don't think that is that important for us right now. We can deal with it later on. So let's get that. Okay, Karl Ossietzky. It must be recognized that the principles underlying... Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I skipped a bit. For the Peace Prize. Their slogan, send the Peace Prize to the prison camp. The Nobel Peace Prize for 1936 has been awarded to Mr. Carlos Saavedra Lamas, Foreign Minister of the Argentine Republic. The prize has thus been given to a statesman. It must be recognized that the principles underlying Saavedra Lamas' anti-war pact has stood a practical test of South American soil and under his personal leadership. In making the statement, Saavedra Lamas has set a task for the future. He is still a man in the prime of his life. His recent achievements in the politics and peace entitle us to hope that his unusual energy and singleness of purpose will enable him to contribute even more to the creation of truly lasting peace between nations. The Nobel Peace Prize in Physiology or Medicine 1946 was awarded jointly to Sir Henry Halley Dale and Otto Loewi for their discoveries relating to chemical transmission of nerve impulses. The Nobel Peace Prize in Chemistry was awarded to Petrus Peter Josephus Wilhelmus Dobie for his contribution to our knowledge on molecular structure through the invention of dipole moments and on the diffraction of X-rays and electrons in gases. Wow! The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Eugene Gladstone O'Neill for the power, honesty, and deep-felt emotions of his dramatic works, which embody an original concept of tragedy. And the prize in physics was divided equally between Victor Franz Hess for his discovery of cosmic radiation and Carl David Anderson for his discovery of the positron. And we finished the improved hydrophone and Irvis sonar. So what else can we get? The large cruiser would be cool. Improved airplane catapult. Okay, surface detection 4. And sub detection 1. I think we're gonna want this. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. And we're gonna switch to some doctrines. Okay, we can speed it up again. Stability is 100% now, which means that the factory output is increased to 20%. Ruling party support, political gain, and dockyard output are all up. Yeah, these ones have a huge issue with production, but how bad is the speed penalty? Oh, okay, 1998. Gotcha. Trotsky has been expelled. After a round, Trotsky once again refused to accept more stringent conditions laid down by the Norwegian Department of Justice for his continued stay in Norway. It was decided to not grant him another visa, resulting in Trotsky having to leave the country. Trotsky has been interned for the last few months after he was accused of illegal interference in internal affairs of Norway. Among other things, he was accused of continuing to work without permission on a book entitled The Revolution Betrayed, in which he made his analysis of the degeneration of the Soviet Union, the first worker state, into a bureaucratic regime. It is said Trotsky will receive asylum in Mexico at an unannounced location. We do know that that's the truth. Okay, so things are being worked on here. We're working on the run from Ethiopian War. Okay, construction is continuing. I think that's the free on refrigeration. Yeah, that lowered the consumer goods needed for the improvement of our situation, so that's good. We're gonna start working on our first. No, it's probably the second military factory we're gonna pump out, right? Maybe first one? I'm not sure. Okay, we could reform our military command. And it grants maximum command power increase to +3. We could support Spain, but I think they got it under control, quite honestly. Yeah. Stop diplomatic efforts. Increase funding to the League of Nations. Okay, resistance to occupation. Is something changing here that I'm not aware of? No, it's 15 and 19 here. Okay, insufficient. Population, okay. All the equipment in production. How are our armies? 82%, okay, they're getting better by the day. I'll have to do a little revision of the armies too, because I want to move this this division that can actually fight to Italy, and instead fix it for some garrison. I don't think we need anything else actually on the islands here. So we run from the Ethiopian War. The Ethiopian War ended with a swift victory. We can, however, learn important lessons from the conflict. It's actually not true. It took quite a long time. We get a reinforced infantry template, army experience, air experience, both 20. We get a bonus of 0.5 years to lowering the ahead of time penalty for airplanes, and 15% research bonus for airplanes. Yeah, it's for one air doctrine. And we get 15% bonus research for land doctrines, and extra research slot in Sicily, which can be used for various things, but mostly infantry and doctrine. Okay, so as far as infantry go, I think we can't really do... Oh, garrison training. Garrison defense, recovery, time. Actually not bad. Army support. Or we could go with the combat engineers. Recon equipment is way ahead of time. Oh, and we have still some doctrines from World War I that we haven't researched. Which means that we cannot really get into World War II. We could go with the asymmetric warfare. but let's check here. Is there anything that... Oh, infantry extra defense or infantry extra breakthrough? Well, I think our defense is fairly high. What is this? Infantry recovery rate? Rolling barrage tactics. Oh, but the anti-tank... Yeah, infantry tank arty coordination is an important one. That increases organization and gives bonuses to tanks and all infantry and artillery, so I think we're gonna go with this one first. That's a really important doctrine that we need to have. And we finished learning from the Ethiopian War, which should allow us now to go with bank subsidizing, which will give us 2 steel mills and 1 civilian factory. That is actually kind of important as well, because if you remember, we are so short on steel that it's insane. So getting more there will be a benefit for us. Okay, we finished the light barrel upgrade, and that brings me back to my conundrum with tankets. Okay, that will be 190 days now. So I think we can easily finish all these bonuses and then go with the tankets. That's gonna be reasonable. So soft attack. Yeah, we're using the medium artillery as well, so let's get that one rolling. And we'll be happy now. 82% strength. How are the navies? Okay, the battle fleet is done. Most of it. It's missing heavy cruisers. Okay. Light cruisers and destroyers. And we have a number of ships. Oh, we have a number of ships in reserve. Sure, so you're supposed to get extra heavy cruisers. So let's send them there. Okay, why are you not joining here? Wait, what's going on? Token Puglia. There is something blocking them from joining here. This is Task Force 7? Yeah. Okay, now they will join. Wait, they won't. What the hell is going on? Okay, this is weird. I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna check it a bit later. And then we got all of these light cruisers here. Can you guys join the scouts? You can. So why aren't they? Is there a limit that I'm unaware of? You can join these, and these are destroyers of the Freccia class. So I think we can split you easily between these. Wait, what's your stats? Mine laying, torpedo attack, and light combat. I think that would be good for the scouts. Yeah, you get mine laying as well. And why the hell is there a submarine? They're not supposed to be there. Wait, who's going where now? Okay, no. This is wrong. You guys go here. And you guys go here. And it's just how it is supposed to be. And stay in the port and don't do anything. And you're not submarines. You're scouts. Where's the minors? Yeah, this is why I want to deal with this off cam, because it's a bit confusing. Sometimes there are limits that I'm unaware of. Okay, so now you're merging, that's fine. Okay, we improved the relations with France. But why and how you cannot join this fleet is beyond me. If I add you here, you are fine. But if I click that I want to assign you there, you just move back to reserve. That is so weird. We actually want heavy cruisers here, so what is the problem? You don't think that... Oh, okay. Gotcha. So they were seen as a bit of a different thing here. So what kind of a ship is this? Heavy guns and guns. Oh, okay, fine. I'm fine with that. But the battlefield is now looking a bit better. We got 4 battleships, 8 heavy cruisers. We don't have light cruisers anywhere near the amount that I want. Not that we have destroyers there, but... yeah, that's not working either. So these are marked as destroyers. Okay, add destroyer and... okay, that ought to work. Yep, they joined in. Just add one more. Okay, so the battle fleet is now looking pretty good. That's 53 ships. I think that is a decent strike force when we need it. Oh, and we might want to finish the inventory as far as our generals go. Okay, so you can get organization and charismatic. That is fine. You already got that. You already got that. I don't think you got that. Yep. So we can give it to you too. And the Mare Nostrum. You can be a cavalry expert, really? But you're a field marshal, so that's your duty. Okay, let's continue going forward. Machine tools are limiting us severely, but the subsidizing is going well. We'll finish the medium artillery upgrade soon. Anti-tank coordination, the airplane is going to be fine. I'm really looking forward to having more industrial power under my command, because this is just so sad. Okay, how much is a steel mill giving us right now? That is an interesting question. We get 47. Missing and... hey! Okay, we got 17 factories now. Nice. Okay, make it at 18. Ilva Bank subsidizing. The Great Crisis was hard on big industries. The Duce saved Ilva from bankruptcy. Did he pay out of his pocket? No, he didn't, but a bonus for industry. Okay, here are 2 more civilian factories that we can get pretty fast, so let's do that. And let's see on the trade. Okay, 37, so each gives about 5. That is still decent. That is still decent for us. Okay, the medium upgrade is done. And I think... yeah, we're gonna go with the tankettes now, because this is an entire new thing for us. I don't think we need the modifications here. We're not using the heavy artillery at all, so the extra days on tankettes are going to serve us well. Now, I'm not a big fan of tankettes, though I find them cute. And, you know, even though that they are considered a failed concept in military, I think that they had their use. Okay, super heavy armor. Super heavy armor. Let's look at doctrines here. That might be sortie efficiency. No, that's for carriers. Okay, all battleship battlecruisers organization increased. Naval hit chance, capital ship attack, capital ship armor, screening efficiency, and positioning. Okay, that seems like a really good technology to go with. Subdetection, depth charges. Okay, these would be really nice if we could spend some experience points on those. But we can't. So what about the technologies here? Anything? Improved fire control system. It might be nice for our heavy ships. Ladder shooting. Battleship light attack. Oh! Oh, this is a really nice technology. Instead of firing over the target and losing track of the impacts behind the enemy ship, shots are deliberately dropped short of the target and the distance between impact and target measured to determine the range. Oh, that is really good. Okay, let's go with this one. That's gonna boost our performance extremely, and I like these passive bonuses because they help with everything. Okay, I think now we can start with a theorist. If we could get... It's a naval doctrine research speed +7. Oh, naval experience daily. Okay, we're getting that. That is something that we will need to embrace what we have here. And we need, you know, don't forget about that, we need as much as we can get. 18 factories is starting to look fairly nice. I'm kind of sorry that we're making a military factory now, but yeah, what can you do? The strength of our units have increased to 84%. We're mostly short on the horse transports, really. And construction 1 has been finished. Awesome. So that means... Yeah, right now, I'm not sure I want this. Resource gain efficiency would be really good, but instead I'm gonna get the dispersed industry. Factory output plus 14% is way more important. And then we're gonna look into the other things. Now I haven't really checked what these... Okay, so University of Trieste is extremely important for us because that's gonna give us additional industry electronics technology slot. You are very important as well for the military factories, but you are infantry support artillery, okay, and tank tech. I can understand that. Oh, and this one, factory output plus 5%, is also pretty good. Well, the industrial triangle is crucial for us right now. We might go with the pursue oil autarky next, just to get it, but... let's issue an ultimatum to Costa Rica. But I don't think that's something that we really want. Not anytime... Oh, Benito Mussolini. Speech in front of Piacenza's workers. Gain +1 stability and 2 times bonus for industry. Okay, I think we can do that one right now. It's gonna help us in the long run. And how's the civilian war going? Well, it's fairly decisive. Look at that. They unified all of their territory. I don't know, do we see... Wait. It's not what I wanted to see. Intelligence ledger. No, we don't have enough intel. They got 9,246 divisions. Okay, they're actually a bit better off than the Spanish state. Okay, they have Communist Party. And you guys are fascists. Well, they keep eliminating us. I think we might consider starting to send them some support. Just for good measure, but... I'm not sure if I want to do that now. Okay, finish this one. Now, all of our commanders, do you have... extra skills? Sorry, not that I wanted that. Nope. Nope. Okay, you can get something. Wait, what? Didn't he just blink, or was I
Pronto, signore.
blind? Okay, nothing here, nothing. Nothing. Okay, you guys are done, so let's move to the navies again. We've dealt with you, then we got you, and you're a mine layer. Okay, and consumer expert might be a pretty good as well. Convoy raiding efficiency, not that that would be something, but visibility is good. Okay, so we're done with you. You, the subs, we will want the Silent Hunter and Seasoned Sea Wolf, yeah. Okay, so these two, you have two traits, right? Yeah, so Seasoned Sea Wolf and Silent Hunter will be really good. So those will come to you, and you guys need, well, Minesweeper, no, Seasoned Spotter, and I guess Concealment Expert. But those are, I guess those are mutually exclusive, I think. Not entirely sure, but the Seasoned Spotter will be good if you're on an escort mission. Anyway, I think that is all for this episode. We have done well. We are now sitting at how many? 18 available civilian factories, so that is good. We can now work on more than one at a point, which will speed us really dramatically. Yep, and we'll continue doing what we're doing. Plus we're gonna even further boost it. You're gonna give us extra 2. You will give us extra 4. You will get us extra 4 military. I'm gonna exchange the 4, exchange 2 civilian for 4 military here. Anything else? You're giving us naval dockyard shipyards and steel mills. I don't think there's... Oh, okay. This will add oil production. There's 3 more military factories here. Not that many civilian factories though. Okay, here's 2 more. Yeah, I think we managed to jumpstart the economy. It's taking off slowly, and we're gonna get really badly hit once these ones run out. Oh god, this is gonna be so awful. But other than that, I think we're good. I think we're sort of good. Things are looking good. We might even dream of recruiting some new units eventually. Oh wow. Oh, which reminds me, before we end, that was that improved infantry, right? And it's probably this one. Is it this one? I don't think that was that one. Tipo Mezzo Metropolitano. I don't think it was. Well, we haven't had this one though. And why there's militia here is beyond me. Wait, not militia, just go. No. No. Infantry. Infantry, like this. I could understand this. That's 22, and let's put some light tanks on there. You know, that is decent. That's a decent division that I can work with. And tankettes would be too much. Maybe like this, even better. But, you know, who's gonna make the tanks? I don't know. Do you? I don't. Do you?